So in this question, we need to find the shortest path from 1 to n. So it is saying that we are given with a directed graph whose vertices are numbered from 1 to n. There is edge from a vertex I to a vertex j only if j is equals to I plus 1 or j is equals to 3 into I. And the task is to find the minimum number of edges in the path from vertex 1 to n. For example, if n is given to us as 9, it means that we need to reach 9 in a number series starting from 1. So basically we have this graph consisting of all the numbers from 1 to n, which is 9 here, and we need to reach uh, 9 from 1, but we need to take minimum number of steps, or basically we need to return minimum number of edges. So basically the graph structure is something like this. From a particular number, suppose that if this is my current I, 1 is my I, so I can either go to I plus 1, which is 2, or I can go to I into 3, that is 3. So there, as it is given that it's a directed graph, so there will be the directed edges like these from 1 to I to j, where there are two possibilities of j. Now if we reach 3, suppose that we take this route 1 to 3, now we reached 3, so now my current I is 3. Now what are the possibilities from 3? So I can either go to I plus 1, that is 4, or I can go to I into 3, that is 3 into 3, 9. So this will be one possibility. So in this case we reached our n, and the number of edges here are basically 3, sorry, 2. Okay, now consider a different possibility. What if we have taken this path from 1 to 2? So now from 2 we again have two possibilities. Either I can go to 2 plus 1, or I can go to 2 into 3, that is 6. Okay, so we can see that two steps are covered here only. So it means that to reach 9 it will take more steps, and we want to just return the minimum number of steps. So to calculate the minimum number of steps, we can use BFS because it will traverse whole graph in one go. Okay, so this is the code. Basically we are using the BFS here. Okay, so the first base case will be, what if n is given to us as 1? If n is 1, then there is no h to reach n. Okay, so we will simply return 0 in this case. Now to execute the BFS code, we have created this boolean visited array uh, and a queue to store the array. What And the array will consist, what array will consist of the node, that is the number 1 2 3 or whatever, and the other part of the array will represent the steps taken, or basically the number of edges. So in the initial condition we add our newest array, which consists of 1 as node and 0 as steps into the queue, and we mark it as visited. Okay, now simply the while loop of the BFS traversal we are using. Then we popped the integer array from our queue, so the what will be its value? It will be 1 comma 0. This is our pop array right now. Now we know that this 1 represents what? Node. So that's why we have assigned node the value of pop index 0, and similarly steps is represented by pop index 1. Okay, so now we have the node, number of nodes, and the number of steps. uh, Now what is the next condition? Now we need to explore the adjacent of this node, and the adjacent of this node can only be node plus 1 or node into 3. So that's why I have created this another array which represents the next node. So next node again can be either node plus 1 or node into 3. Now we need to traverse into the adjacent nodes. So we have used our for loop here for int I in the next node. Now what if the next node is our final node, or n? So if this condition is reached, it means we have got our answer. So we will simply return steps plus 1. If this is not the case, then we need to further go forward to reach n. So for that case, what will be the condition? I should be less than n, and it should not be visited earlier. Okay, so visited of I should be false. In that case, we will mark it as true, and we will basically add this array is this new array into our queue. Uh, so in this way, we will get the minimum number of edges to reach from vertex 1 to vertex n. If this is not the case and we don't get any such value, then we simply return -1 here. So this code basically takes time complexity of n, and space complexity is also O of n because we are using a Boolean visited array. Okay, but in the given question, it is written that we need to uh, have the time complexity of O of log n and the space complexity of O of 1. So it means that we can't use BFS for this question. But if we think about DFS, then DFS also has some space complexity because it has the recursion stack. So we can't use DFS as well. So there's a simple algorithm, or we can say that a simple trick for this question, which is basically like we need to reach 1 from n, sorry, n from 1. But what if we see it in the reverse order? Okay, now assume that we need to reach from 9 to 1. So in this case, what are if I start from 9, then what are the possibilities? So I can either -1 it, basically I can subtract 1, or I can divide it by 3. So we can see that 9 is divisible by 3. So it means that it is better that we divide it by 3, then we will cover the maximum distance here. Okay, so are you getting the hint? Suppose that if n was 10, then we would have checked that is it divisible by 10, is it divisible by 3. If it's not divisible by 3, then I will subtract 1 from it, and now we will get 9, which is divisible by 3. So I will divide it by 3, and then I will reach 3. Now 3, is it divisible by 3? Yes, so I will again divide 3, and then we will reach 1. So in this case, we got two edges from 9 to 1. Okay, suppose that if this was a larger series, suppose that now we have 111 also here. Okay, so n is given as 11 right now. So I will check if n is divisible by 3. No, it's not. So I will reduce 1. Now I basically reach 10. Is it divisible by 3? No, it's not. Then I will again subtract 1. Now right now I am having two edges. Okay, now I have reached 9. So is it divisible by 3? Yes. So I will simply divide 3, and now I will be reaching here. Now 3 is again divisible by 3. So I will reach here. I will divide it by 3. So now I'm having 4 number of edges to reach from 1 to 11 or 11 to 1 as minimum number of steps. So here is the code. Basically, I will initialize a count or answer as 0. Then I will run a while loop to execute all my tasks. Now I will check if n is divisible by 3, then I will simply increase my answer by 1. It basically represents the number of edges, and I will reduce n as n divided by 3. If it's not the case, it means it's not divisible by 3, then I will simply increase my answer count, and I will decrease the value of n by 1, and at last I will simply return the answer. So this is the code, and it is within the time complexity and the space complexity.